All right. Hi, Summer.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm good and welcome everyone. I'm so excited to be here today with my friend and colleague, Summer Bardia. Welcome to our little conversation today, Summer. I'm really excited to be sharing a little bit about you.
Thank you so much for having me here, and thank you for everyone who's come along to join us.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this has been a lovely opportunity to be a part of this chat.
Yeah. Well, Summer, we've known each other for a few years, and you've actually become certified in transpersonal energy healing. And I'm curious as to what attracted you to this work, or how did you first start getting involved with transpersonal energy healing?
Yeah, so actually, it was because of you. I was enrolled in another program that you were a part of also, and
Mhm.
I was having some problems with the web interface. It just wasn't accepting me. So there was that technical glitchiness, and you said, well, listen, in the meantime, we have this new program that we're doing. You and Laura had just, I believe, started doing the TEH program online. And you're like, it could be a really great way to help you learn how to better engage with your clients, your patients, and help them to get better results. So that was what drew me in. I had missed the first class, so I watched it on demand. And within the first 5 minutes of Laura's meditation, I was just in tears and
Mm,
like, wow, this is going to be profound for me. So that's how I got started, and it became a beautiful journey. TEH, Transpersonal Energy Healing, this program, this work came into my life during a lot of personal transition, professional transition, a lot of upheaval and trauma, and life. A lot of uncomfortable life was happening,
mm,
and TEH really helped me to help uncover the things that I needed to uncover and learn and grow and deal with the painful stuff. Um, it didn't only give me, the energetic, energy psychology type of platform for dealing with it, but it also gave me a community to land and to cry and to process,
mm.
um, to share, and to learn that I was not alone. So many other people in the program were going through similar things, whether they were practitioners or whether they were just doing the program for themselves.
Mm.
So I went into it to try and build my clinical skills so that I could better help clients and patients. And I came out with those skills, but I also came out with my own very personal journey. And TEH was a huge part of that. So thank you.
Mm. I'm so glad that we met and that you joined us on this journey way back in the day. I think that we were both enrolled in the nutritional endocrinology program. And so I've always been in the holistic field. I've been a practitioner for many, many years and decided that I needed to learn about trauma because I knew that many of my clients, although they wanted to get better, they weren't getting better because of the underlying unresolved trauma. And so working with the trauma, the physiology of the trauma was really a huge part of my work. And so the nutritional endocrinology program was really perfect adjunct to me and my work with my clients, really working with the hormonal system and the nervous system in relationship to trauma. So I was excited to meet you there because we both have this passion for kind of the deep sciencey stuff. And so that program was a great place for us to connect. And I'm wondering, what is it that you do with your clients, having all this education? Tell us a little bit about your background, how you incorporate all these different protocols that you've learned over the years, and what does your practice look like now?
Yeah. So, yeah, we met at one of the conferences,
Mhm.
the only in-person time that we had together.
Isn't that so funny? I feel like I know you so well, and we've only been
Right?
in person once. Yeah.
This computer, this online stuff, it's really not a barrier for connecting and for energy
Right.
work at all, which is
Mm.
such a blessing. Um, so yeah, I am a traditionally trained physician assistant, and I worked in women's health, I worked in orthopedics, acute care, and during my journey in allopathic medicine, my own issues, I was having a really hard time resolving them and finding traditional treatments, protocols that worked. So I all of a sudden one day, just lots of people had been talking about Reiki. Friends had done it when I lived overseas. So I took a Reiki class, started doing that for myself. Um, and that really helped with a lot of the pain that I was carrying in my body.
Mm.
And then I turned more to the nutritional healing, and that was phenomenal. Um, and then, bringing in more of this energy work has just been, I don't even know how to describe how like profound, but
Mm.
there are these pieces that are profound in their singularity. And then when you bring them all together, it's like 1 + 1 = 100.
Mhm.
So that really, TEH is what spurred me doing the practitioner program. I then started taking other classes in a similar, genre. So what I do right now, I do some in-person classes locally where I take the movement aspect and the meditation aspect and I bring them together. So I bring in movement from all the different traditions I've been learning. I've been using the All Systems Go chakra energy routine to really help people to get a better sense of that energy that's inside of them. It was something I really had a very challenging time with, very used to assessing other people and their needs and their energy and their issues, but turning it around on myself was really hard. So the things that I found to be most profound, I've been trying to turn that around and build classes in that. I've been using it mostly so in person with the group classes, and then online I will do distant healing with Reiki or one-on-one sessions with TEH. And then I have some other projects that are in the works. And hopefully when those come to fruition, those are bigger scale projects, and hopefully I can let everyone know when they're ready.
No, I look forward to hearing what you're doing with it moving forward. I think this is such a beautiful modality because it can be used as a standalone modality or tool to use with a client for their healing, but we can also integrate it into other modalities like you're using Reiki, and you do have that traditionally trained allopathic education and knowledge that you can use in conjunction with the more nutrition-based solutions as well as the energetic solutions.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, there's no end or no boundary to the learning. It just keeps coming. The energetic healing, the nutritional healing has been a part of our cultures, our ancestry for millennia.
Mhm.
So allopathic medicine is very new. Like
Mhm.
the United States of America is one of the newest countries, the youngest countries, and so is allopathic medicine. And there are all of these other traditions that have um, such long histories of healing and health and wellness.
Mhm.
And I love bringing that to people, just like you share it, you educate people. So that's really that's something that's very important to me. I think bringing that education piece across, um, it, really helps to facilitate healing. Um, we're- for myself, I know that when I can geek out with the neuroscience as well as learning how this energy works, this energy healing, oh wow, like it hits a deeper note for me, and
Mhm.
it helps me to be a bit more consistent with the practices. It helps me to
Mm.
know, okay, when I'm feeling like this, or okay, I've had too much sugar this week. That's why I'm feeling like this. Or God, I just don't feel like I'm feeling that motivation. I don't feel like me. I know I need to start moving, and moving my body is the last thing that it's not my primary gut instinct.
Mhm.
Um, so bringing myself to that point where I know that this is healing for me. And when I do the movement, it feels almost like I'm just turning a key, like the littlest bit, but it's opening things up within me on such a bigger scale. And
Mm.
I don't know how else to describe it. It just feels like this little shift, but the little shift has, really huge impact from what I've noticed.
Mm. Well, I love one of the skills we teach is that self-awareness, right? To be able to be more consciously aware of what we're doing so that we can then decide, is it working for me or not? Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what I'm doing and it's not really working. So what do I need to do to shift away from it? And many people get, so myself included, got stuck in very strong patterns of behavior that I didn't like, but I didn't know how to shift out of it. And transpersonal energy healing gave me the tools to kind of be aware of what I was doing on a deeper level and why I was doing it so that I could then choose something different. And it gave me some options. Like, what could I do differently? Like you said, what I love also is the community and having a bunch of other like-minded people that are on the same journey of healing their self so that they can facilitate the healing of others.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. When you start to notice those things in yourself, when you do this program and you start noticing and becoming familiar with your essential self and your objective observer, um, I had no concept of that in my life before this program.
Mm.
Um, but when you start noticing the energy moving in your body, and then when you're working with clients, family, friends, whoever you're working with, and you start to see the shift in them, that, oh, I get goosebumps just thinking about
Mm.
that you've seen and felt in yourself, when you see that transition in other people, and when you
Mhm.
can witness their journey, um, that's a really special thing. Whether you use it, professionally or personally with other
Mhm.
people, it's powerful stuff.
Yeah, it's really shifted my capacity to interact in my personal relationships. Like, it's really helped me professionally, but seriously made a difference in my relationships as well, and my ability to help my friends and loved ones without getting too overly involved or crossing boundaries. Right, I have a much healthier interaction now with my loved ones because I have the energetic skills to have the healthy boundaries and the ability to energetically sense how and why I'm responding in certain ways. And I was able to teach, my kids and my family members some of these skills. And it really makes a difference in our ability to understand each other.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, life is still going to happen. The
Mm.
crap is still going to hit the fan. It's all going to still be what it is. For the most part, there are some shifts that happen around you as you start to change. Sometimes I even, react and am triggered in the old ways,
Mm.
but I'm able to notice it, and I'm able to come out of it so much more quickly,
Right.
and really see it in a different light and pay more attention to it and work on it. Like, I think I'm going to be doing work and growing until the day I die. and then lifetime still, it's a constant process.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not perfect. I've been learning all these skills. I've been growing so much, and so much of how I live my life and how I treat myself is different. How I deal with other people is different. Is there perfection? No, there will never be. But there is this, I have this huge, I don't know if you can see it, sort of like this imaginary tool belt that is with me always. I call my pockets full of sunshine. And it's just, I always am equipped.
Yeah, that was one of the benefits of the program for me, is to give me different tools so that I could pick and choose what tool I needed in the moment. Right. And I always have this sense of confidence. I don't know what's going to show up, but I have the confidence that I have a tool that can help me get through it. With my clients, for sure, really shifted my confidence dealing with clients, because I have all these tools, and definitely in my personal life as well, having lots of different options available to me so that I can, consciously choose how to respond in the moment, not overly react in a pattern from the past, but really be grounded and present and choose carefully, consciously choose how I show up in the world, how I respond to the world. And so what a gift that is.
It's such a huge gift. And you said something that just sparked something in my brain. As a physician assistant, my job was to assess and treat. That was my responsibility, was to take care of these people, to give them the appropriate treatment, to heal them. And this program has really helped me and taught me that less is more, that everyone has their own ability to heal themselves. I'm sort of just a facilitator. I just, the program really helped me to learn how to just ask questions and allow the client, the patient, to come up with their own journey. I have my journey, and sometimes that's hard to let go of, that people, especially family members, people that you're really close to, that they have their own journeys, because we've been through it. So we want to let the younger generation or other people who haven't done it yet know, oh, well, this is what I learned. And it's great to share that. But then you sort of have to back off and go, okay, now I've given them my experience. Now it's up to them to have their own experience and learn and fail and succeed on their own. And then I'm here if they want to, come and, ask for help. But this program has really given me that sense of healthy detachment, but in a really professional, healing way. Like, there is such a thing. People have such a huge ability to heal themselves. Our bodies want to heal. Our energy is constantly trying to gain this homeostasis, this balance. And we're just there to help guide them, ask them a question that might be probing, or that might open and expose information to them that they weren't able to see before.
Yeah, well, and I love how we can be giving some practical advice as a physician's assistant or as a nutritionist or a coach, and offer it as an option and allow the client to really tune into their own inner wisdom. And is this the right thing for me? Is this what I should do next? Right? Because we do have that inner wisdom. All of us have that inner wisdom, and all of us have that ability to get there, but we just don't always know how. So that's one of the things I love about the work, is to help my client maybe still do some practical coaching, but I throw in this work, I combine it so that the client feels like they have some say, right? They feel like they are doing something that is truly right for them, that resonates with them from that grounded essential self, not from fear. Oh, I'm sick, I don't feel good, I want to get better. And I don't want to be sick anymore, like moving towards this fear of I don't want to be sick. And I like to use transpersonal energy healing to help the client calm down and get into that place of their essential self, the true inner wisdom, and make a decision from there. That's the place where change can happen. That's the place where healing can happen. And that's what we can help our clients do, is to reach that place.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, beautiful said.
Well, Summer, thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about what you do and your journey with transpersonal energy healing with all of us. And we're going to, again, put Summer's information in the description box below. So if you want to learn more about what Summer does or reach out to her, you can find her information there.
Thank you so much, Kimberly, for having me here today. And for anyone watching this, just keep practicing and reach out. It's come up as you're practicing. There are people here growing. Dig into this program and just devour it, savor it. There's so much to be gained, so much knowledge, so much lovely community. That is really a huge, huge part of this. It's a great education, but then there's community and family that develops also.
Yeah.
That's super special. So thank you for cultivating all of this with Laura and for continuing it.
Yep.
A special program, a special place.
Mm.
I'm so glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thanks, Summer. Thank you so much for your time today, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.